The brick analogy is one that I found is the most useful way to understand the fallacy of your own life. How false your own life really is. So it starts by asking a fundamental question: who are you? So if I've never met you before, and we meet for the first time, I will ask you to tell me something about yourself. And you will say, oh, nice to meet you. My name is so-and-so. The first thing you always do is you tell me your name. And then I say, tell me some more about you. And you say, okay, I am such and such person. I work here. This is my occupation. This is what I do. And I keep probing. And I say, tell me more about you. I'm really fascinated. Tell me some more about you. And you say, okay, I've given you my name. I've given you this. And you say, okay, I'm a person of this religion. I belong to this family. I was born in this town. My father is so, my mother is so, and they were born there, and this is who I belong to. I have this many brothers and sisters, and then I am a this, and I'm a that, and I'm a Manchester United fan, and I'm a this, and I'm a that. And you just start telling me all these things. What you start doing is you start revealing all of the parts of your identity. Every single one of these needs to be understood as a brick. So your name is one brick. Your gender is one brick. Your family and your heritage is one brick. And what we do is, over our life, we have built a mansion with each one of these single bricks around of us. And we've created an entire mansion, and the entire mansion is our identity. And how is that mansion built? That mansion is built with solid foundations. So there are certain parts of your identity that you would never want to change. So for example, your name is always your name. So you stick with that and you say, this creates the basis of my identity. In fact, that's the front door. If you want to come into my life, the first thing you need to know is my name. So that's the foundation of who I am. And then you say, my parents, they're never going to change, that's who I am. So this is how we understand ourselves. We understand ourselves through the fundamental building blocks of our identity. And then you say, I am a male, that's never going to change, or I'm a female, or I belong to these parents, my parents are never going to change. And so the fundamental building blocks of your life are the ones that are made of things that will never change. And then as we go higher and higher up the brick wall, what you start getting is identities that can be changed. So I used to be a student, now I'm a professional. So at one point your identity said, I am a student. When that was no longer needed, you swapped that block with a brick that said, I am a doctor, I am a lawyer, I am a this. And then as we go up, we talk about more and more trivial things. So for example, the football team that you support. You could have supported one team at one point, but then at some point something happened and you removed that and you swapped that for another one. Your opinions are also like that. They're just parts of your identity. Like you will say, I'm a person who firmly believes in atheism. Or I'm a person who firmly believes in one God. That's just an opinion. All someone has to do is polish away and chip away at that opinion enough times for them to knock that brick down and then replace it with another one. Then you say, I used to be a believer, but I'm no longer. Now I'm an atheist. So you've replaced one with another. So what you do is your whole identity is all of these things. Now imagine you're sitting inside that mansion with 1,000,000 bricks of all the different things that you know about yourself, and you have 1,000,000 different arms just holding that entire structure and saying, don't move this stuff. I've just about got my life in order. This is who I am. Don't shake this. Every single one of those arms holding every single one of those bricks in place is called your attachments. And when Guru Nanak comes and says, break your attachments, he wants you to let go. He doesn't want to knock the whole wall down. He simply says, let go. That if the wall were to get knocked down, you're not trying to hold on and keep that alive. But you are none of those bricks. All those bricks are things that have been given to you. Think about it. Think about the very foundation of what you call I. How many of those things are things that you've made? Did you choose your body? Did you choose your gender? Did you make your family? Even your name isn't yours. Did you come up with your own name? No, somebody else even gave you your name. So the very foundation blocks of your mansion isn't stuff that's yours. And when you break all of those apart, then ultimately you realize, I'm none of these things. So then it goes back to the fundamental question, who are you? And this is what the Guru answers and says, you are none of these things. You are the light bulb inside that mansion. Man tu jyot sarup hai apna mool pachan. Oh mind, you are the light. Recognize the light. But you are a light. But because you are a light, you're shining on all of your bricks and you're saying, wow, look how beautiful all these bricks are. And you get lost. You don't understand that it's because you are a light switched on that all of these bricks have any meaning. You're just shining and saying, look how beautiful these bricks are. And every day you take out your best cloths and you polish each single one of those bricks. And then when somebody comes along and says, show me who you are, you say, here, this is who I am. I am all of these things. But the Guru is fundamentally saying that you are none of those things. None of those things are you. None of those things are going to go with you. None of those things are yours to begin with. Where did they all come from? Are they going to stay with you? No, you're something else. You are a light that is inside, shining brightly. And that light inside you is not your name, is not your gender, is not your body, is not your family, is not your opinions, is not your beliefs, is not your memories, not your past, and not your hopes for the future. It's none of those things. It is just the aliveness that's in there. If there is no light in the mansion, the whole mansion becomes dark, becomes meaningless. When the light gets switched off in your life, when you cease to exist, then what's the body going to do? Then what's your name going to do for you? Then what your family going to do for you? Nothing. So Guru says, why have you forgotten that thing that is so close to you? Now, remember, this light isn't your light. The thing that's switched on inside you right now isn't you. Even though that's the true you, it isn't yours either. That light is also the divine light that shines in every single one of us. It isn't that you are an individual light bulb in that house, because that's another thing for you to hold on to. You can say, I am a soul. I am individual. I am different to you. But Guru says you are not even that light bulb. That light is also not your light. It is the divine light. And when you understand that it is the divine light, there is no room for your ego left. Then there's nothing for you to hold on to, because there's no you. I am not my name. I am not my body. I'm not my mind. I'm not my opinions, my thoughts. And I'm not even the light inside me. So who am I? The who am I is that I am you. There is no me, there is only you. So when we understand that we don't exist, when we understand that the very root of who we are is an illusion, that everything that we've been holding on to, we just need to let go of all of these things. We need to let go of the idea that I exist. When you let go of the idea that I exist, then you find who really exists. Mool pachane ta shau jane. When you recognize the root of what you are, when you recognize the light that's inside you, then you'll know the God that you've been looking for.